We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another. Stepping in, Colton Wong. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Now here's the pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. Got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you can win 4 out of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out. Stepping into the box, Harrison Bader. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
1 out, nobody on. Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Seager backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Yeah, man, I think everyone should keep an eye on Colton Wong. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to... Matthew Liberatore is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
And, fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip to start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball. From offense to defense, pitching, it's all coming together for this group.
Next at the plate will be Corey Seager. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Now the 1-0. Hops this one up. Pujols ranging into the outfield. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. Here's Mookie Betts looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level a lot easier. And when you're trying to establish yourself in the big leagues, you're going to have a much better time doing that if you attack hitters from the get-go.
And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. 1. So stepping in, Charlie Blackmon. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games. First offering on its way. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. In past meetings with Julio Urias, it's been a steady 5 for 9. Blackmon behind, no balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, this guy's so aggressive, I don't think this pitch is anywhere near the zone.
Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2. Lays off 2-2 now.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes. And now the count is 2-2.
swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Popped up. Seager is there, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So striding in, Albert Pujols. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And it's fouled away. Pujols, who's long been referred to as the machine, he's currently in the first year of a new 2-year contract. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes to Albert Pujols.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Fouled off. Here's another 1-2. High and deep to right center. Betts on the run. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. He drove in 2 of his club's 3 runs in last night's affair. Sliced hard down the left field line, and this one will bounce into the wall. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 8 games. Now, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, oh, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. Now at the plate, Will Smith. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Here's a pop-up now. Molina over to his right, and that's the second out of the inning. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Zach McKinstry. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. McKinstry stands at 6 foot even. Bats left, throws right. He was taken in the very late round. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Dodgers leave. Stepping up to the plate, Tristan Casas. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1. Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2. Skied into straightaway right. There to look it in his bets, and that's out number 1. And with that, there you get a look at what's happening in the race in the National League West. Settling in now, Jonathan Davis. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Third inning, no score to this point. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And there are 2 away now. Now to the plate, Matthew Liberatore. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The windup and the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
Cardinals have been held out of the hit column here. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Stepping up now, Julio Urias. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Weekly hit to third. Fielded cleanly. And there's one away. Digging in, Justin Turner. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball here, 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And that gets the black on the outside. A good slider that time. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Dan, how frustrating is that right there? You execute your spot, keep the ball down below the zone, and the hitter's still able to execute and drive it up the middle.
Yeah, that's one of the things, Mark, as a pitcher, you're taught to work down in the zone. You're not always going to have the ball hit to one of your fielders, but if you consistently keep the ball down in the zone, good things will happen.
2 on here with 1 man out, and that'll bring up Mookie Betts. There's a good breaking ball as he gets the bottom of the zone. This is line to left. And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get one, if not both of them home. And the runner will score from second. And the run will score all the way from first. It's a 2-0 ball game.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy.
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. And the run will score from second here as this is now a 3-0 game.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Row, pitchers are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike one. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. 3 runs already home here. 2 balls and no strikes. The count to the Dodgers center fielder.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy.
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. Here it comes. The 3-0 is taken, strike one.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
And as a pitcher, that's always tough. Looked like he got a bad break on some of those calls, but he's got to learn that sometimes the calls don't go your way, and you've just got to move on. That's something that young pitchers can have a hard time with, though.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Bellinger on second. Pollock at first. 2 out in the inning. Just missing here. 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the harder plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Fouled away. Hit hard down the left field line. But this will be foul. The 2-2 one more time. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball. Into the box now, Zach McKinstry, one of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. And that's in there, base hit. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. The run scores from second, now a 5-0 lead.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. All in all, 10 men come to the plate and 5 score. 3 innings. Colton Wong will stand in. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
1 man gone for the Cardinals in the 4th. And in to bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. The 1-1 home. Down the first baseline. He's got it, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Here now is Trey Turner, and Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. Standing in, Justin Turner. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
Now ball 2. Back-to-back breaking pitches. I think if right now you really have to try to get the best pitch you can get in the zone, you have to throw it right here.
And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. 1 gone now in the Dodger 4th. And striding to the plate will be Corey Seager. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back on it is the left fielder. Still ranging back. And it's gone as they add still another.
Hey, that wasn't a particularly good pitch right here. This guy doesn't get away with very many mistakes. He's going to have to do a better job pitching out of the middle part of the plate.
In there, 0-1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul. And he struck him out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that'll bring forward Cody Bellinger. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Oh, got him looking at the 2-seamer, and that'll end it. I have to imagine there's a full moon. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Count now a ball and a strike. And it's fouled away.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Yadi Molina digging in now. Popped him up. Smith shading to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in the machine, Albert Pujols. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Tristan Casas. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Bellinger is under it, and he makes the catch. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He told me it feels like every ball they've put in play has been a laser. And the numbers back that up. 6 of their hits have come off the bat at 90 miles an hour or harder, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Stepping in now, A.J. Pollock, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Hit out towards second. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
So now to the plate, Will Smith. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0-1 count and the pitch.
Ball inside.
Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second.
Hey, total disaster of a play right there. The feed to second took way too long to get. There, and it's clear to everyone he's not comfortable playing that position. Might have had an out at first, but he definitely tried to force the issue.
Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's 7-0. Riding in once again, Julio Urias. He's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
Reined in. Wong for 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday night baseball after this. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Jonathan Davis comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Matt Wieters will move into the on-deck. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up. On to first, and Wieters is set down now, 2 away. Striding into the box, Colton Wong. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Line drive to center field. And that's the first hit in this one for the Redbirds. So that'll bring in Harrison Bader as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready with the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. He ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2.
Man, I'm interested to see this next pitch. 3 balls pounded on the inside half of the plate. He either has no respect for this hitter or he's setting him up to go down and away.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Cards leave 1. They need to get something cooking here. It's Jimmy Nelson gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
The 2-1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Fouled away. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Corey Seager comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2. So 2 gone now for the Dodgers in the 6th. And up next, one of the terrific talents in the game, Mookie Betts. Swinging a ground ball to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. Stepping in, Trey Turner. He'll match up with Julio Urias to lead off the inning.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
This guy smokes this thing, hustling all the way around the third. So far, they've posted nothing but zeros in this one, but he stands 90 feet away now, and they should be able to push him across.
And that'll bring in Charlie Blackmon as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
This is pulled into right. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
He was on cruise control the entire game, but he gets brought back to reality here. An RBI double gets them on the board, and now that they've broken the dam, we'll see if they can generate some more runs going forward.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And it's fouled away. Oh, and 2, here it comes. And a good pitch there as this ball swung on and popped straight up the chute right around home plate. And he'll lunge forward to make the catch for the first out. Here's Ben Zobrist now. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Pops this one up. Muncy in foul ground makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Stepping into the box, Tristan Casas. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch. Popped him up. Turner has a play. And that retires the side. Cards get 1 in the inning on the RBI double. So here's Cody Bellinger. He'll get it started against Jimmy Nelson as we get the inning underway. Down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. The 0-1. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Lifted in the air out to right. Blackmon going back. Still going back. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
So far, 2 for 3 in this one. 1-1 to the Dodgers' first baseman. 8 runs and even 10 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. A ball and 2 strikes.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
And here's a sinker that had a little bit too much dart to it there as it just about came in and nailed him.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
At the plate now, A.J. Pollock, as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Liner towards second. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts, some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. 8 runs, 11 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
2 balls and a strike to count. Now the 2-1 pitch. Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. A bouncer to the left side. He's got it. Wong for 1. But one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Julio Urias. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. But the Dodgers add on, courtesy of... At the plate, Jonathan Davis. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
So in now is the Cardinals pitcher, Jimmy Nelson. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Hey guys, you know what's funny about this? That's why we're in the booth and that manager's down there. I would have pinch hit for him right there. I would have thought that's a perfect opportunity to get someone else to the plate. He's stuck with this guy, and not only did it pay off, but he hit a beautiful base hit.
Bellinger is over to his right, and he puts this one away for out number 2. And that'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader. 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
A runner on first with 2 away. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Runner's off for second. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. He's running again. Fouled off. The 0-2 once more. And now he's on the move again for second. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. Now back to the top of the Dodgers order, digging in, Justin Turner. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Long run for the center fielder, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first down. Here's the first pitch to him. He pulls this one into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out. So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. First pitch on its way.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. Dodgers retired on just 4 pitches. Dylan Floro comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. A speedy Trey Turner digs in now, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional. Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Here's Charlie Blackmon now, as it's grounded sharply to first. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of...
And that is through into right field for a single.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, D-roll, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive at 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he pulled.
Catch is made, and the Dodgers have taken games 1 and 2 here at home as this one is over.
Hey, a great win for these guys as they wrap up another one, but a little bit of a sour